Okay, recording? Okay. Yeah, and you probably wonder why I'm still using this one. It's because I paid $5 for it and I'm gonna use it. Alright, but welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to What If Deku and Lincoln Were Saiyans. With Chandler and Clyde, we'll get it. Alright, I'm trying to put in as many what ifs as I can today, so probably gonna make one completely raftless, but let's get back into it. So we left off after the whole Great Ape incident, where, Lincoln, Chandler, Clyde, and Izuku all went ape shit. Literally. I love myself. I love my puns. But yeah, and after explaining to Shoto and Ida what Saiyans are, God damn it. Damn allergies. But after telling Shoto and Ida what they are, let's just get right into the movies, since, that's what canonically comes first before. Since, yes, I'm doing all the movies since they're all canon, but, But yeah, let's just get into this. So, I don't know, we start, I guess Clyde could get, some tickets from Melissa. I mean, they are dating, but they get the island. Just, you can come up with the details yourself. When Melissa wanted to see our boyfriend, who knows, All Might took him. You can just come up with your own thing. It doesn't really matter. What does matter is when we get to the island, yes, things go pretty similar to the canon. I don't see how 3 extra people would change it, except that just 3 extra people getting swarmed. But yeah, it doesn't really change anything. Also, All Might finds out about Clyde and Melissa, I guess. If he wasn't told beforehand. But things go practically not just canon. There's nothing really changing. There's 3 extra people. Now then, things change when we get to that little thing where they have you move fast and beat robots. We see Lincoln. We see Lincoln going first, which he gets a decent score. I say about 4 seconds. Yeah, let's go with 4. Yes, they also do have their tails, but yeah, let's go with 4. 4 seconds. And everything. Chandler and Clyde both get actually tied with Lincoln. Chandler, Clyde, and Izuku all tied with Lincoln. Shoto, well, actually no, Clyde has number 1 to just kind of rapid freeze the mountain, Now then, we skip. Again, besides, I don't know. I guess the boys tease Izuku about it. I guess they push Izuku and Ochako a little bit extra together. Not much really changes in the movie, except things get a lot easier. I don't know how to explain it. It's a lot easier for the villains to get taken care of. That one dude that slapped Alyssa to the ground, though, dead as hell. Clyde turned him into an ice cube. Or, I guess a punctured ice cube, since he blasted him out the wall. Well, you come up with it. But, we do get to the Wolfram fight. That's what changes the most. Since there are, 4 people here that are all 5 actually, with All Might helping. 5 people here that are all extra strong. Hell, they did whoop Wolfram's ass. But the final does end up with Izuku All Might doing whatever smash he did, and Izuku and Lincoln yelling out Dragon Fist. As 2 golden dragons proceed to burst out with All Might in the middle, attacking Warframe, whatever his name is, I forgot, and sends his ass packing in the next week. So yeah, no, Ranian wasn't here. But yeah, besides that, guess we get to the shopping mall incident. Nothing really changes much here. Well, yes, Izuku is a lot more... Izuku is a lot stronger here. And probably kicks Shigaraki's ass. He's not willing to take the chance of multiple other people being hurt from a fight. So he sits down and listens. While Lincoln, I guess he gets Ronnie something for her birthday. Since her birthday it's coming up. So he just gets her a present. Who knows? Alright. Alright, let's get to, well, the training camp. I mean, yeah. I mean, things go to camp. I guess Lincoln sits with Kyoka, Chandler fights with Tsuyu, you know. Zuko and Ochako are in the same seat. Things don't really change that much. But, yeah. Now we get on to... yeah, I mean, things don't really change until, which one? Mandalay? No, Pixie Bob? No, I forgot which one, but I think Pixie Bob's the one that got our quirk hit by All For One. Shit. Basically, I get dropped down the mountain, besides the ones that can fly. Oh, and just a side note, Ethan and Soto have been training with them on how to use ki, so they kind of float down. I mean, they still hit the floor, but you know. But after the others slid down, this just kind of leads to the other 4 Saiyans kind of just pissing off. I guess Lincoln, what the fuck is that? Kyoka grabs onto Lincoln, and I guess Ochako grabs onto Izuku. But yeah, they kind of just piss off, fly to the end. So it takes a couple of hours for Class 1A to get there. Since, well, they're heavy hitter. Since, well, even though Eden and Shoto are stronger in this timeline, along with Katsuki. So I say it took about as much time as it took in normal. Since everyone in Class A besides the heavy hitters were there. Except, you know, they're stronger, so. Yeah, I say it took about the same amount of time. Koda tries the dick punchy thing, but it kind of hurts his hand. And, you know, balls us. I love my jokes. But yeah, now we get on to the training. Now I guess they work on the ki, or no, Zuko and Lincoln work on Jotu Dijitsu. Again, shout out to we Celestials for that, and Kaioken. Well, Chandler kind of works on his lightning armor, and, well, wait, no. Chandler works on his, rage, his Akari form. While Clyde just kind of, tries to get his ice to be colder than ever. It works. Koda has a whole same talk with Izuku and Lincoln there, so they both know where he is. Things go similar to Canon. Lincoln gets paired up with Kyoka. He has to... Chandler and Clyde are paired up with each other. Because, well, since, you know... Actually, no, I guess Johnny would be paired up with Kyoka, Lincoln, and Jiro. Since, well, you know, it'd be uneven since Clyde and Chandler are stuck with themselves. Oh, wait, actually... No, Jiro and Ryan are stuck on the same team while Lincoln and Zuko are together. And Zuko was the odd one out. Yeah. This also kind of leads to a slight argument between Ryan and Anna. You know, Kyoka would probably be able to tell that she likes her boyfriend. So, you know, this leads to like a slight argument to fight, but they work it out, mostly. Since Ryan is just kind of sad that she won't be able to be with Lincoln, but you know. But yeah, let's get on to this. Now then, we finally get on something that I can actually talk about. Yay! And not just speed through, like the entirety of this video. Look, we've been recording for 7 minutes and already gotten 9 minutes? Yeah, 9. We've been recording for 9 minutes. I'm already like a good portion done. Yeah, at least make this 20 minutes. Finally, I'm getting something I can talk about. Let's go. But yeah, things go. Oh, well, we see Lincoln and Zuko land where Muscular is right before he can hit Hokoda. Yeah, it breaks his phone, but And now then, Muscular actually starts off a lot stronger here than the Cannon, since, well, he has these, as he outright tells him that these two are on the kill list. So, yeah. he's starting out a lot stronger than Cannon, especially since there are two of them here. And fight goes pretty much like God, I wanted it not to be. Fight goes pretty much to Cannon. There's nothing that changes that much. They try to fight Muscular, but yeah. It's not until Muscular seemingly throws Koda off a cliff. And this just snaps something inside of Zuko and Lincoln. They let a monstrous roar as lightning starts to strike down from the ground, electrocuting as Chandler and Clyde can then immediately outright state that their power levels are rising fast. And a lot, too. As Lincoln and Zuko both just start to somewhat, as their hairs start to spike up even more than normal, and before it shifts between white and gold and, greenish black and gold, yeah. Until finally, Lincoln and Zuko both let out two monstrous roars. And when it's done, Lincoln and Zuko stand there, a golden aura surrounding them, their hair spiked. These two have become Super Saiyans. Now then, Muscular tries to fight them. But with one lovely ki blast, he's killed. Actually, no, with one little ki blast, he's mostly killed. He's not dead yet, but close. And they just kind of leave him there once they hear Koda saying help. Now then, as we see Lincoln and Zuko fly down, this is when they hear Ojiro talk about Tokiyami. With them raising their ki, it's just done like that. Now then, this is when Mr. Compressed gets his nasty ass hands over on the two boys. Well, Katsuki and Tokiyami. As he tries to put as he tries to put a Zuko in the ball, his pure raging orb stops his quirk from happening with a quick, with a quick punch to the gut. He sends Caress to the ground before one firing ki blast, erase Compressed from existence, killing him instantly. Now then, everyone that is there, Ochako. Oh, also, Lincoln kind of flew off earlier to find Kyoka. And while he did find he found her. He wasn't happy when he found her knocked out. Yeah, a little gas mask boy. And when Lincoln found Mr. Gas Mask, it wasn't Tetsu that put him down. One quick ki blast and he's dead. Yeah, Lincoln isn't playing any games. As he tells Tetsu to take care of. Tells Ronnie to take care of Kyoka as he flies off. With Ronnie Ann doing at least using some kind of medical. She went to a medical hero for her entrance exam, so she knows how. Well, from her internship, so she knows how to at least do something to help Kyoka out. So Lincoln flies off, this is when he lands, and he lands just as the Zuko kills Compress. And then this is when they spot the other villains trying to get away with. Toei trying to attack Lincoln and Zuko actually fell in love with their blood, only to get smacked basically getting pitch slapped to the ground. Lincoln backhands the taste out that girl's mouth, sends her into a tree. But yeah. Yeah, as Dobby tries as Lincoln starts keying his hand sharpening as he screams at Destructo Disc, sending it to Dobby's arm, chopping it off completely. Yeah, he screams in pain. And this is when they're able to get away. They don't get Katsuki or Bakugo. They don't get Katsuki or Fumikage. I'm calling him Fumikage. I'm probably going to do the Omnitrix What If after this. After I give me something to eat. Well, after I feed my dogs. It's 1:30 and I need to feed them. But yeah, let's just get back into this. So yeah, Dabby let out a scream of absolute agony. They grab Toga and leave with three of them. But Kurogiri actually does find a nearly dead muscular, he's, well, mostly dead at this point from the blood loss. He picks him up. But there were 2 kills this time. Compress and Gas Boy. I don't remember his name. He's dead. So, yeah, with everyone recovering, this leads to things happening, especially one where All Might, with Nezu telling All Might to check on Link and Nezuko as heroes shouldn't kill. And they put him on a t-shirt. But, yeah, I hate fucking allergies. But, yeah. Now then, this is when All Might comes into the room. Actually, yeah, before you ask, Link has been constantly checking up on Kyoka. He's worried about her. And Lincoln and Ronnie have had a talk, but you can decide. I might go in more depth in this talk in like a different AU. What if? Look, man, they're AUs. You know what I mean. Alternate universes, AT. Yeah, you get it. I might have them go in depth with this talk later, but let's just have a talk. Lincoln telling Ronnie that he's sorry, but his heart belongs to Kyoka. It's just like that. I hate allergies. But yeah. Now, this is when All Might comes to talk to the boys, and he asks everyone to leave except Chandler and Clyde. They obviously comply, and then All Might asks them why they killed those 2 villains. And this is when Lincoln speaks up. Well, when we transformed, we just felt a rage that seemed like it could be quelled at the same, especially after I found out what that gas villain did to Kyoka. I really couldn't control myself, Lincoln says. Yeah, you kind of feel bad about killing the kid since it was like a high schooler? Yeah, a high schooler at most. But yeah, as All Might All Might, Chandler, and Clyde transformed, yeah, as Link and Nezuko end up in with one solid yell, their hair spikes up gold, achieving the transformation once again. The transformation of a Super Saiyan. Excuse me. But yeah, and All Might feeling just the power from them realizing he should have gave any of these boys one for all. But All Might realizes something, that since he might as well have all the backup he needs, as All Might asks all 4 of these boys, young Midoriya's technically, yeah, young ones, I need help. Do you remember when I told you about All for One? Yeah, you said he could kill it. Wait, did I go over this in the past part? But, if I didn't go over this, here's the rundown. Basically, Night Eye told All Might they're in get better terms since Mirio got one for all in this timeline. But yeah, they're on better terms, and All Might and Night Eye told them about the fact that the boys could die fighting All for One plus 2 mysterious creatures. While in the dream sequence, those 2 mysterious creatures are depicted as black-like entities with red eyes. Now then, my Dragon Ball Z fans, you should know what this is. If you don't, you'll find out eventually. We'll get into there. But yeah, All for One, the villain that you said could kill us. Yes, we seem to think that he might be back, and I don't know if just me and Mirio will be able to hold him off. I think I might need your help. As the boys are surprised that All Might asks them to help, but all 4 of them almost immediately agree. Well then, we'll be moving out tonight. You boys get ready. Yes, sir. Before as they start putting on their hero costumes, Lincoln does go on the check on Kyoka once more, which he does tell her. Okay, I should try this. As we see Lincoln walking into Kyoka's room with his hero costume on. Hey, Kyo, Lincoln says. Lincoln takes a deep breath as he goes and sits down near her. I don't really know if you can hear me or not, but I'm gonna go fight someone. And I know you're probably gonna call me at least somewhat of an idiot for doing this, but I have to do it. I don't know what can happen if I don't. As Lincoln puts a hand on her head, I don't know, couple shit, and he holds her hand even though she's unconscious. But look, I don't really, not I. All Might's sidekick said that we could die fighting him. So, just in case I don't come back, I hope you know I love you. Lincoln says. As Lincoln gets up and gives her a kiss on the forehead before just walking out, closing the door. But during this sequence, Kyoka did seem like the rest of them, I don't know. But yeah, after Lincoln tells her this, he just walks out. He gives her the kiss on the forehead and walks out. More determined than ever to come back. Not only for his family, since, obviously he's not telling them about this since his mother would freak out. Well, all of his family members would freak out. The only one that does know about this is Inko, and she's obviously worried. Well, Inko doesn't even know, actually. Yeah. But yeah, no, but Lincoln is lit with a determination. The determination to come back alive for not only his family, but for Kyoka as well. And it's, again, one of the closest people to him in this timeline. And actually, in the live timelines I'm going to make. Yeah. This is when they meet up with the pro heroes. Lincoln and Zuko, Chandler, and Clyde, all in their hero outfits. They're ready to fight. As they move out, since All For One didn't capture anyone. Well, they didn't capture anyone, but All For One is pissed, and, well, Daddy's missing his arms. But as we go back to the League of Villains base a couple of hours earlier, we see them coming through a portal. Daddy with his arm missing, Toga unconscious, the Shigaraki, with Muscular nearly dead. As Shigaraki asks, "What's happened?" It was those brats. The ones with the tails. The white-haired one and the green one. They transformed. I don't know how, but they killed 2 of our members. Damn it. Shigaraki asks as he only just starts to hate these 2 even more. But yeah, during this time, this is when All For One shows up. Whoa. So it seems you failed, Dabby. Shit. You and Muscular come to the doctor. I feel like you 2 could use a little upgrade, he says. As the portal opens up, so Muscular is taken through and Dabby walks through. Now then, you might get what it means, Let me in. Now, as we go to the raid, I guess the knock on the door still happens. The pieces are down. All Might comes bursting through. Things go to canon this way since the other 4 boys, along with Mirio, are kind of just perched up on the roof, waiting for All For One to show up. And when he does, they let All Might handle him for a bit. But this is when he shoots. When he shoots at the lady. Wait, actually, no, that's like during the end of the fight. But just like when All For One's about to get a cheap shot on All Might, which also I'd like to mind you that, considering that we're pretty sure everyone in the world was kind of watching it, meaning that, yes, Lincoln's family is technically watching it, but not really since, Japan. I'm going to show it as they were watching it live, along with, like, everyone else, since everyone else is watching it live. Just as All Might's about to get hit, Lincoln comes out, flying out of nowhere, giving drop kicking All For One into the ground. Take that, you fucking Darth Vader ripoff. Yes, I'm having Star Wars exist in this world as Lincoln starts floats, followed by Zuko, Chandler, Clyde, and all showing up with Mirio coming from the ground. So you brought guests. Yes, you really are getting old, All Might. But trust me, just because you brought guests doesn't mean that this outcome won't happen different. Yes, he got the other ones out of there, as Grant Torino's wondering, like, what the hell are these? Actually, no. Now then, as Lincoln's family and the rest of Class 1A are wondering, like, why 4 of their classmates doing it, or therefore, And I guess during this time, Kyoko will wake up. Or not. Actually, yeah, why not? She wakes up and starts to, and we're watching the fight. Shocked to see Lincoln the other for there. Well then, All Might. Seems like this might be a really worthwhile fight. Now, this is when the fight starts. As Chandler taking the head charge, bursts with electricity around him as he comes to swing at All For One, only for One to dodge out of the way before using an air cannon to shoot Chandler into, try to shoot Chandler into the building as he catches his balance before he hits it and flies back. He exchanged some blows with All For One. I do believe he probably learned at least some kind of martial arts during his time. Being alive for 500 years? 600? I actually don't know how old he is. Hold up, give me a minute. Stay hydrated, kids. But yeah. This is when the others jump in, only for All For One to use his air cannon to fire them back. Also, just when Chandler's about to try again, this is when All For One grabs Chandler by the face. As Chandler screams as he starts to feel his energy being sucked away from him. I've made some upgrades to myself, All Might. Yes, All For One's an android. Cyborg, yeah, cyborg. CAFO. As the title. What All For One in his smile as heard CAFO. As CAFO is appeared. Yeah, it's Cyborg AFO. After he's done kind of draining Chandler, he throws him up before shooting him with a key blast, sending Chandler flying through the multiple buildings, which then leads with them crashing on him. Holy shit. Okay, he can absorb energy. He might be a problem, especially as they can kind of, they can't really, can you say cyborg key? Probably not. But they know that he got a boost in strength as he starts to glow. It starts to grow bigger and green. As he absorbed the legendary Super Saiyan's power, you honestly just guess. Okay, we might have to kick up the full gear now, everybody. And Lincoln says, as they were trying to not show off, but with Lincoln and Zuko laying on a screen, they charged gold, turning Super Saiyan, with Clyde going full power immediately, glowing somewhat purple as a result. As I rush All For One, which thanks to the speed boost of flying in Super Saiyan. Actually, no. Hold up. Hey, AFO, you want to see something cool? Actually, wait a minute. No, you wouldn't know about Super Saiyan. Yeah, no, just forget I said that. Lincoln split bits is All For One. Yeah, hits him with a devastating left hook, sending him flying. Only for All For One to come crashing back, kicking Lincoln in the mouth. Which then led to him roundhouse kicking the Zuko, and then All Might coming in, hitting him. Punching at him, only for his hand to be caught before being fired down to the ground with an air cannon. This is when Chandler gets back up, only to get headbutt into the nose before being kicked into the ground. Okay, the old man's a problem. Lincoln stands up. Chandler, we might need you to get pissed. Oh, I am. As Chandler starts to grow in size, his eyes turning green. Chandler's activated the Akari form. As they all, wait a minute, Mirio is here. As Mirio activates, I say 50% of One For All now? Yeah, let's go with 50. Let's go with 50. As Lincoln and as actually as Zuko and Mirio rush off for One, saying we'll provide, with just a look that says we'll provide cover, as they start fighting All For One, keeping him steady. As Lincoln and Clyde both charge something. Kamehameha. As Lincoln fires the Kamehameha with Clyde firing off the Gallic gun, and as the two beams mix, as Mirio grabs Izuku and permeates. Actually, he just grabs Izuku and moves him out the way. I don't think his permeate can work with people on him. As All For One is seemingly hit by the attack. Seemingly, as the explosion starts to die down and be absorbed somewhat. Damn. Okay, I think we might have to take his arms out first if we. Excuse me. I think we might have to take his arms out if we want to actually beat the old man down. As they charge up again, launching at All For One. Now then, the fight goes without them distracting All For One, trading blows, Now this until All For One shoots at that lady. I don't know her name. Now then, yes, this is hurting All Might a lot more than Ken, and since this is being boosted by, everyone else, as Lincoln comes flying down, which this isn't air cannon, it's energy blast. All Might's able to hold it back a little bit. This Lincoln show. It lands near All Might as he starts to scream, letting out an energy dome. With All Might helping him, this lets out an energy dome that explodes. That will unfortunately explodes, but the woman is safe. All Might is deflated, and Lincoln has a scar. All Might is starting to deflate even more now, and Lincoln. As he has his right eye closed. When it's revealed, there's blood dripping down it as a scar is shown to be appeared on Lincoln's face. Oh, this is gonna hurt in the morning, Lincoln says, as he tries to look out through the blood in his eye, which he does try to wipe it before immediately just choosing to leave it closed. Lincoln is screaming while being exhausted. As this is when All Might just rushes off, thanks to the cheering of the woman and everyone else. All Might's able to hit All For One, to smash it, before hitting All For One with the United States of Smash. And it sends, but instead of slamming All For One in the ground, it sends All For One flying. Lincoln thinks, this is the chance. As Lincoln creates two, the Destructo discs in his hand, shooting him. Actually, no. As Izuku creates two, Izuku! No! Lincoln screams out. As Izuku creates two, the Destructo discs in his hand, shooting him at All For One, chopping his hands off. As Lincoln turning Super Saiyan again. Which, yeah, his clothes are complete. His shirt is gone at this point. Well, now Lincoln charges up Super Saiyan. As Lincoln puts every last bit of ki he has into his fist. Everything. As his hair starts to flicker back from the gold to black. As Lincoln screams out, Dragon Fist! As the giant golden dragon bursts out of nowhere. Bursts out of Lincoln. Lincoln outright goes through All For One's chest. What's seen is All For One being engulfed by the golden dragon, and as the explosion goes off, the fight has been won. As we see Lincoln being woken up by Izuku, he's getting slapped in the face by All Might. As All Might smiling at the boys before helping Lincoln up, as they put their hands up. Yeah, with All Might then pointing, saying, next, it's your turn. But the four boys know what that means. It means that now, it's their time. And they're definitely going to do great about it. Again, we skipped to early, while All For One is being... He's still alive, yeah. Yeah, considering if he was human, probably not, but... Like I said, cyborg AFO for now. So, yeah, he's still alive even with that hole through his chest. So, yeah. Now then, as everyone else is kind of helped to the hospital with All Might, as Lincoln's getting his eye checked out, as the doctor does tell him that he'll be able to see out of it, but it will leave the scar. So, yeah. Lincoln also has a couple new scars on his right arm. mainly at where it connects to the shoulder. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I find enjoying it. It's funny. But yeah. So yeah, Lincoln has a couple of new scars. Things end up pretty good. For now, at least. That's because we see with the League of Villains, as Gabby and Muscular are somewhere else, as Shigaraki is looking in pure hatred at Lincoln Loud and Azuka Midoriya, Chandler McClane, Clyde McBride. I promise, I will make you suffer. Shigaraki sees with pure hate in his eyes. Yeah, I think I can pretty much go into. But yeah, now then, this is when we see them get back to UA. Lincoln hasn't really seen Kyoka yet, but when he does, he gets chewed out before getting a nice hug. Yeah, they basically went on Lincoln kind of snuck out and went on a date with Kyoka. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this. As Lincoln sneaks out, well, he got a text from Kyoka and sneaks out. Lincoln now swearing his scar, but he's, hey, Izu, I'm thinking you cover for me. Kyoka texted me. Yeah, all right. Mizuku says. So yeah, he's covering for Lincoln now. He just told Lincoln that he went to sleep early. But yeah, as Lincoln meets Kyoka, like, I don't know, somewhere out in the park. Hey, Kyo. As next thing Lincoln notices that he's kind of getting earphone jacks ran into his ear. Ow, 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 okay. I'm sorry. You know, you could have died. Kyoka says to Lincoln, obviously, shaken up, since, especially when the explosion went off. So, but she was scared out of her mind seeing the explosion go off. And well, when she saw Lincoln laying there, she assumed the worst. That's what Kyoka is telling him. This is Lincoln gives her a hug and tells her she's sorry. Sweet couple moments. As they kind of just go on a date and are enjoying themselves. But during the end of it, Lincoln picks. You want to see something cool? Lincoln says that. Kyoka. Sure. As he picks her up and flies into the air, I guess over the clouds. You know what's funny, and All Might actually told us about this and how this day would come. Wait, he did? Kyoka says, well, not him, more like his old sidekick. You know the hero Night Eye? The one who can see into the future? Kyoka replies, yeah, he said he saw a vision about me and the others dying, fighting all for one. Which is kind of why I kicked into overdrive on training. And well, I'd be lying if I didn't say I was kind of worried, even after we got Super Saiyan. Well, we were able to transform. I was kind of scared, which I don't really know if you know, but I did come visit your room before we left. Oh. I really didn't know if I was going to come back or not, and that kind of scared me. Even though I know it's a hero's job to even die to protect the people. It was still kind of terrifying me fighting him. And while I was sitting confident, I was really kind of, terrified, you know? It was terrifying fighting him. And I'd be lying if I didn't say I didn't think we actually come out of it, but I had to keep going, especially with everyone counting on us. As Kyoka just looks at Lincoln and lets him talk. As he talks in this, So yeah. Kyoka lets Lincoln talk. Lincoln then finally say, you want to know something? What's up? I actually want to kind of make a promise with you. And what's that? no matter what, I actually do think you're the person I want to be with for the rest of my life. What? Yeah, Lincoln says. They just sweet coupleness, sweet happiness, something I don't have. Yeah. As Lincoln mom turns to Yoko and asks her if she's willing to make that promise to stick with each other no matter what. No matter what happens to get in the bag, you know. And Yoko agrees. It's ended with a kiss. It's actually quite beautiful. As they float down to the sky, Lincoln asks her, "You want me to fly you home?" Yeah. And she also tells Lincoln that her parents are kind of out of town. Out of town, won't be back for a day or two. If you want, you could stay tonight, Kyoko says. With Lincoln blushing, says all right. Now then, you can let your imagination spiral what happened. Even though, yes, bedtime sparring did occur. All the real ones know what bedtime sparring is. But yeah, Lincoln just flies over to Kyoko's house and we just see them enter the house. I mean, what do you expect two teenagers home alone after making a promise like that to do? For anyone that doesn't get the bedtime sparring joke, what do you expect two teenagers who just made a promise, it's basically a marriage vow, are that home alone by themselves do? I mean, I'm pretty sure you can get it, but also if you get, well, alright, I'm gonna make, I can make an Omnitrix one after Determination Part 2 and Soul Reaper 1. But alright, Bar 13 signing out for like a minute or two, so I gotta go, my dog. Alright, Mario 13.